He said we gotta get the intro. Yo, Cliticens, welcome to YouTube video part 1. And today, we're going to be talking about how we argue. Come on in. Like, subscribe, and share. Ding, and turn on that notification button. We gotta get a thumbnail. Thumbnail.
Out.
We already talking about arguing. That's just how she be. Sharonda. That's just how she be. Look, got it. Got the thumbnail.
What you don't do is intentionally trigger each other. What? I'm asking, do you want to? Yes,
No, I don't. I'm in the house.
Don't.
You got yours.
I always
You
have
have
mine
yours
on.
on. Why did you just say?
I always have mine on. I was just asking you that I wanted it to be by choice.
Is it ever by choice?
It should be. I'll never pressure you to wear it.
I talk about my ring. Marriage be like. The fuck this? Anyway, how we argue? How we argue? Shit.
I feel like now in life, I don't even feel like we argue.
I know we don't. But when we have moments where there is friction, how do we do it?
Oh, well, I'd be like, wait, I need to talk. It usually starts with me some kind of way admitting that I got something I need to get off my chest. And then you be like, what? And then I'll say, you know, this is how such and such made me feel when you da 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 da. And then
so basically, you approach in a light manner.
Yes, in a non-argumentative way.
In a non-argumentative.
Argumentative.
In a non-argumentative way.
Yeah, I try to have a soft approach because I feel like I have, in the past, I've had harsher approaches and I feel like that doesn't really get us anywhere.
No. Same. I feel like that's how I approach.
Yeah.
But I really don't be having much to...
That's also the difference. That's what I was trying to say. Because I wasn't trying to say that, like, you be in your phone. But it's like, you don't be having... That's the problem. Like, the one day, I almost wanted to ask you, like... it'd be like, is it me? Because I felt like I just be having so much... How we argue is I have a lot to say. She say just enough, and that's it. That's how we argue. Sometimes I be feeling like I just be talking to myself. Cause I be having like so much to say, trying to break down like why I'm saying what I'm saying, why I'm feeling how I feel, making sure she understand where I'm coming from, and then she just be like, yeah. And she might say like a sentence or two, but she's also like, I could say a paragraph and she's gonna give me a sentence.
Sometimes that's all I got.
And I just be like...
Sometimes that's all I got is the sentence.
Why don't you have more to say? That's what we would argue about. We wouldn't even argue about whatever the disagreement topic was. We're going to argue about the fact that she don't got shit to say.
That's true, actually.
That shit frustrates the fuck out of me.
So I'm like, what is a successful like argument look like?
A successful...
So you approach first, or me, whoever.
Yeah, I approach...
But wait, when I said I don't be having nothing to say, I was talking about you are the one who usually has something.
No, that's what I mean. You don't, like, I feel like when you have an issue or something, you will say it, but even that, sometimes, like, I feel like even you can say your issue, but sometimes I feel like I have to fucking go around the merry-go bush to get you to fully, like, maybe, like, go a little more in depth, elaborate a little more.
Sometimes it's not even intentional. It's just my brain process. It's just a different process. That's it. Sometimes it's just that sentence. when I get more sentences, I will get back to you. You can't force it out. You can't force it out.
I also feel like that's how we argue. I state my facts, and then 3 to 5 business days later, she got a response.
A successful one looks like approaching in a non-aggressive way.
Yeah, acknowledging where you may have made a mistake, or not necessarily being like, you did this, and like, you know what I mean? Not necessarily stating everything as facts, like stating it like from my perspective, like this is what this felt like, this is how I felt, like, you know what I mean? Making it more about yourself than you did this, you did that, you know what I'm saying? Because also that's not going to get you anywhere, because now it's real accusatory, and so now we really about to argue, because now I'm standing up for myself.
So what's the closer?
The closer is us both making sure we understand where the other come from, and either being able to agree to disagree, or agreeing on something, or just acknowledging that we're now on the same page about it.
Being in a relationship for 30 years, what did we used to do arguing that we don't do? We didn't do it a lot, but cursing.
Yeah, cursing.
I remember when we were like alone in the beginning.
Yeah.
We was like, all right, we just not gonna
text argue.
Yeah. Cursing, text argue. I think those are mean.
Yeah, I feel like text argue used to blow mine.
And any type of physicality.
Yeah, no physicality at all.
Yeah. We haven't done any of that since like year.
It's been a minute.
3. I don't know, it's been a long time.
But no physicality. Maybe like year 4.
Probably.
Yeah.
So that's how we argue and don't argue.
Right.
Basically.
Yeah, I feel like those. Oh, we don't yell.
We don't yell. She gets loud.
We don't. Okay. For sure. I'm a passionate person.
She gets loud.
We don't cut each other off.
Oh, yeah.
We try to, you know what I mean? Like, we don't be on our phones or distracted. Because I feel like you need to make sure you are looking at the person and the person is looking at you, so y'all can know exactly that you're being heard, that you're being seen, that you're being talked to.
Do you look at the lips or the eyes?
No, you look at their fucking face. Because I feel like when you're looking at my lips, I don't feel like you're listening to the words that are coming out of my mouth. I feel like you're just looking at my lips, and that's my problem.
First of all, finger, is how we about to argue.
It's a flex to not have arguments all the time in your relationship, to not have a combative relationship, but it's not a flex to be like, oh, we never argue. Like, you know what I mean? Like, because you're going to disagree. You're two different people. You see things from two different perspectives. Mm-hmm. Like, you're going to argue sometimes. You're going to disagree or whatever. It just always doesn't have to be, like, a cataclysmic argument. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit don't gotta be big. And then even if it is a big issue, like, sit down so you can be civilized and talk about it. If you gotta smoke, have a drink, do whatever so that y'all can be civilized while you're talking about it, so be it. But, like, yeah, the only person you can control in an argument is yourself. So, like, sometimes you gotta set the tone. Like, if you giving crazy, then that gives the other person space to be crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, but if you are remaining civilized, like, you can then reel in the other person if their energy is too high or whatever the case.
Sometimes, but sometimes the other person feels so stupid that they stay in it.
Right? Because they was like, "Fuck
I've
it,
seen that plenty of times.
I'm snapping.
I've seen that plenty of times. Not in our relationship, just in other people's relationships. Anyway,
yeah,
that's it. That's all I got. How we argue. We have to argue so I can see. I can take notes in the middle of the argument.
I feel like we don't. Well, I feel like we do. Or we disagree. Like,
I was just being funny.
Oh.
Serious.
See, that's something we argue about. You don't have to be serious. Like,
we didn't ask what we argue about. We asked how we argue. I'm hanging up.